Hello, hello, and welcome to this month's edition of Ask Me Anything. The topic for today is LinkedIn boasting. That's right, boasting about yourself on LinkedIn. It's something that I kind of stole from someone else and expanded on it and made it my own, because I've always believed that which you focus on expands. If you want to make more money, write down all the opportunities you have for earning it. You're focusing on it, then you make more money. That which you focus on expands. Using LinkedIn to drive traffic to my website was the intention behind what I wanted to expand. I was doing a new website. I wanted to expand the attention being driven to it. So here's the thing. I believe that anytime you create a new website, it's not really a press release topic. It's not a topic to be bragging about. I think that now keeping your website updated, always having it be refreshed is the city. It's not press release, I have a new website. No, it's what you should be doing. It's a standard operating procedure now. So in the pandemic, a year ago last August, my website developer notified me that my WordPress template was being retired. They weren't going to offer an update. I had all these plugins that needed to be updated. Couldn't do it. My template was no longer going to be available. So I had to choose a new template and transfer over all my content to the new template. Yay, I had been wanting to update my website, right? So now I had this opportunity to do it all. I picked a new template, my developers sent it all over. Everything was a mess. We cleaned it all up and oh my gosh, it's a new website. I found myself looking at every single picture, piece of content, landing page. All of a sudden I had a new site and I was ferociously proud of it. Go look at my website, right? No, practice what I preach, right? Can't be driving traffic to a new website. Nobody cares. So how do I drive traffic to my new site was what I wanted to think about. That which I focus on expands, right? So I thought about this technique I heard from someone else, bragging about someone on LinkedIn. Well, they bragged about someone else that had a prominent name and it drove attention to them. So on my testimonials page of my site was all the old testimonials. So I sent an email, not automated, personal email to all of the clients that I had had over the past 3 years since the last time I really updated my website. Every single client, I must have sent out 60, 75 emails to clients that I loved working with. And pretty much I said, I have a new website and I'm going to list you on my website. What do you want me to say? Can you give me a testimonial? If you give me a testimonial that I can put on my website, I'm going to boast about you on LinkedIn and drive traffic to you. So I asked them for a testimonial and I promised them that I would brag about them. I wouldn't brag about my site. I would put their testimonial on my site and brag about them driving traffic to their site. Did it drive traffic to my site? Yes, it did. So yay, I was able to call attention to my new site. Look at all these testimonials. Unbelievable names and companies and third-party endorsements by bragging about them. So here's how I did it. Every week, I went to LinkedIn just once a week. I didn't do it every day. And I wrote something, a testimonial about my client, what they were good at, products and services that I loved the most, how they served their clients. I gave them a deep dive testimonial and boasted about them on LinkedIn. And then I posted it. What I did in the comments section was comment on my own post. And I tagged all the people that I know that I wanted to see that post. So the first time I boasted about having spoken at Stanford University, I copied Cal, I copied Harvard, I copied Yale, I copied MIT, I started copying other universities. I landed Pace University speaking gig. Harvard hired me to speak. And I probably shouldn't put this in this video, but then they didn't like my boardroom dominatrix topic and they went, yeah, that's a little too risky for Harvard. But anyway, I was in the running, right? I was boasting about a client. in the comments section, tagging people that I wanted to have as clients. And this became my approach for focusing on it and expanding it, LinkedIn boasting. So I ended up sending these emails one afternoon to dozens and dozens of clients. In 48 hours, most of them in 24 hours, I had back all the testimonials. Every year I had done this before. At the end of the year, it was a recurring strategy of mine to go on LinkedIn and to do the give me a recommendation button. We've all seen that, to all the clients I had worked with. And I would send out a dozen, 2 dozen, however many I had, and I'd get back 1 or 2. So building my recommendations on LinkedIn that I could then put on my website was always a slow, organic, mind-numbing process. But this, I had easily 40 of them in less than a day. Holy cow! I got a whole page of testimonials onto my website. I got to boast about each one of my clients. That's why they responded. I said, give me this and I'll do this. And they went, I want that. So this is the topic for Ask Me Anything this month, LinkedIn boasting. There's something in it for both of you, but you're not just asking for a testimonial, or worse, that I shouldn't say worse, I love LinkedIn, but that LinkedIn button of give me a referral. Do you know how hard it is to do a referral and to think about it and write it up? What my email said was 1 sentence, just do it now. And they did. They wrote back 1 sentence. And then once a week, I put it on my LinkedIn. I put it on my calendar, so I remembered to do it. And I boasted about each one individually once a week until they were all up to date. I created a comment section, tagged other people, sometimes other clients, sometimes clients that needed what that client offered. So I was thinking about the synergy for them. And that became my LinkedIn boasting way to expand business. Driving traffic to my website was the intention, but expanding my testimonials, expanding my clients' visibility became the real win. In the comment section, I tagged at least 10 others. I made it comprehensive. Anyone who wants to go to one of my past LinkedIn posts or even a current LinkedIn post, every time I post, you can see that I comment on my own post and I tag a bunch of people. Universities, companies, LinkedIn Learning. Are you out there? Are you listening to me? Yes, I want to have a platform on LinkedIn Learning. I tag you all the time. How many touches is that going to take before LinkedIn Learning says, wow, she did this Ask Me Anything every single month, all year long, and people are following her? That which you focus on expands. I want to be clear that that tag with comments, that comment with tags is a critical piece of this. Another critical piece of this is marking your calendar for a weekly time slot to make sure it happens. These people went out of their way for me, and that means I needed to do it for them. It wasn't always easy. Sometimes you see that 10-minute slot on your calendar, and you're like, yeah, this really takes me half an hour. Tough. These are my clients. This is about my new website and what I want, and giving them what I said I would give them. So mark your calendar for a weekly time slot to make it happen, and use it to boast about your new product launches now. I have a new Ask Me Anything topic. I post it on LinkedIn. I make a comment to my own post, and I must tag 20 people every single time. Now my posts, instead of getting 100 or 200 views, one of my posts was 1,000 views. Oh, me? Very powerful way to leverage what you're posting. So have it be about new product launches or maintenance plans. This is a recurring revenue stream. I talk with my clients about this all the time, and I have them set up LinkedIn boasting for their maintenance plans. You know, the post is simple as, you just bought X from me. Do you know I also make sure that it's updated every year for you, every quarter for you, every month for you? Do you know that I have pieces that can add on to that? You bought A, B, and C. Do you know I also offer C, D, and E? These people are your low-hanging fruit categories. They're already your clients. They're going to pay attention to maintenance plans. And that becomes a recurring revenue stream that increases your bottom line beautifully. Have it be about new client relationships. We've all seen those LinkedIn posts. I'm looking for X. Now, when a client has a job opening, I post the job opening for them. Drives traffic to me. She helps me find someone to fill that senior level of position. Yes, I do. This LinkedIn boasting is reciprocal. Use it for new content blocks, but definitely use it for that testimonial component. So your testimonials are always fresh. You're always bragging about your clients, and you're using that third-party endorsement. They work with so-and-so. Yes, I do. And I can work with you too, to your advantage. Using this simple LinkedIn technique broadens your attention to your website if you have a new website and what you're up to. But, say it with me, that which you focus on expands. Stay tuned for next month's topic. Next month, we're going to be talking about how to ask for what you want and get it. Thank you for joining me today.